So here I am. This is going to be my last day. And I've taken some pictures of the different various things. You can see my wound is still healing, and it will. It'll take a while. Today I thought I got really brave, and I said, I want to walk to grocery outlet. And I did. It was way too much. Yeah. I hear everybody's going, oh, you're doing so great. You're doing this, you're doing that. But I'm not being challenged to walk a distance. And it was very difficult for me to do. But I challenged myself, and I realized I wasn't quite there yet. There's a lot to talk about. A lot about. This is not a nursing home. It is a rehab center. Short term, very little long term. I want to show you some of the things and talk about some of the things. I think the food was just horrendous. I was starving half the time. I just couldn't eat anything that they were giving me. It was just, and they wouldn't change the diet on me. And then other people got really good looking, nice food, but it was the diet they had me on. So, whatever. But today I want to show you a couple of things, okay? When I woke up from my surgery, well, that was a whole different experience, guys. I was kind of a nutso kind of case for them. I kept setting off their alarms. I don't know if you know or not, but they have alarms on the beds in the hospital. So if you're not supposed to get up from the bed, the alarm goes off when you take your weight off the bed. My alarm went off 2 or 3 times a day because I felt like I could go to the bathroom in the porta potty beside the bed, or there's a chair. I just wanted to sit up, so just for a little while instead of just laying in the bed. I wasn't focused enough to understand until the alarm went off that I'm not supposed to be moving. I'm supposed to be very dependent on other people. I really don't know how to do that. And so as a senior, that's something we do need to learn, is how to slowly become dependent on others. But I want to show you something that when I opened up my eyes about the 20th time, they couldn't keep me out after that surgery. I kept opening up every hour on the hour the first day. And all I remember saying to them is, I need to walk. I need to walk. And they kept saying, you need to go back to sleep. It's the same day of your surgery. It's only happened so many hours. And they had a clock. And that clock didn't tell me the day, only told me the time. I don't know how many times I woke up and said, I need to walk, I need to walk, I need to walk. I walked at the hospital, I want to say the morning of the 3rd day or the evening of the 2nd day. They had me out in the hall walking because I was so determined. I don't know that I did great or wonderful at the hospital, but I was only there 4 days. When I woke up, again, I got to talk about this. When I woke up, guess what? I saw this. Do you know what that is? That's a battery-operated fan. This is the fan, the very first fan I ever used in my original van when I lived in it at KFC parking lot. And I don't know whatever happened to it. I think it eventually just died. It takes a D batteries, and it lasts about 6-7 days. And you have different speeds. But it's one of the, I just was so shocked. And they have them all over the hospital. Everybody has them. They're on the people, because after surgery, sometimes you feel like you can't breathe. And just a slight breeze helps you feel like you're getting fresh air. And everybody had one. They were all using it. But again, when I woke up in the hospital, just kept demanding. I was just obnoxious. I didn't mean to be, but I feel like I was an obnoxious patient, simply because I kept getting out of bed, wanting to walk, wanting to go to the bathroom by myself, wanting to just do things by myself. And I didn't mean to, but everything in my brain was so foggy. I didn't even know what day when they transferred me over here. Jason had to keep telling me what days. Everything was so foggy. And then when I got here, my first roommate was on air. That air machine makes a lot of noise. Only she never had the hoses in her nose. So she really didn't need it. She was, I just want to say, a prima donna. Was my first roommate. And you can't do much about your prima donnas or your roommates. You really can't, guys. It's just, anyway, it was a bad scenario. So with all the noise, and she wouldn't put her hearing aids in, so her phone was at the loudest it could. I could hear everything from the other side of the conversation to her side of the conversation. It was horrible. And I had just gotten 4 days out of surgery. I'm thinking, what is this woman? She had a couple of cracks in her hip or something, you know. Nothing major. And it got to the point where she would keep me up all night long because she couldn't find her little button for the nurses. So I became her button. She'd go, Lindy, push your button. Let the nurses know I need them. Let the nurses know I need them. And I'm like, I'm sleeping here. And about the second day, I couldn't sleep at all. Yelling at me, you know, oh, I need this, I need that. Then they say to me, we need to take you to therapy. Okay. So I go down to therapy. I walk to therapy with a walker. And I'm there for quite a while, doing quite a bit. I come back to my room and my door is closed. Now, there's nothing private about these doors. We have curtains, okay? And you can see the curtains. They go around the bed for privacy. You don't have privacy in here. Well, they decided to give her privacy, my little prima donna. And they said, you can't come in. I knocked on the door. I said, this is my room. I need to come in. I need rest. Because I had just done my workout. I needed to sit down and rest. And they go, oh no, it'll be a few moments. She needs her privacy. Excuse me? And shut the door in my face. So trust me, I was angry. So I turned around thinking, I have no place to sit. You know, less than a week. Hi. So, this is the kind of food they just served me. This is a hot dog bun with, I don't know, it's not chili, doesn't taste like chili, doesn't taste like spaghetti, who knows what it tastes like. I took a bite of it, I haven't thrown it away yet. That's it. And, oh, a little chocolate pudding. But that's what they're serving me. And if you don't like it, you can have an alternative, I just found out. Of course, it's my last day, but this food is horrible, just horrible. So they brought me my lunch. It is a little bit edible. The hot dog, I don't even know what, the hot dog is just a hot dog. I don't even know what the crap was that was in there. It was hamburger and some kind of sauce. It was not good, but not bad, so I could eat it. But then I told them I wanted something else. Because breakfast, I couldn't eat anything. They have those squared egg omelets. They're all dried. They're made out of dried eggs. I think seniors should have some sort of food. You're paying good money for it. You need some sort of food. But anyway. So, let's talk about that little fan. So that fan that I just showed you, better show you again. Because I love this fan. And I had forgotten about it. Now, I would rather have a USB. But if you don't have any solar, this fan works just beautifully. And it can keep air in your van or car or whatever. So it is something that has value, whether you know it or not. So I'm gonna turn around here anyway. I did take some pictures of the owls and the outside, which is lovely, but they're not doing anything with it. I can see this place in the 60s, which is about when it was built. A very different type of place for seniors, where they could go outside and enjoy the sunshine or the evening air. I have sliding glass doors right off my room onto the middle patio, which has tables and planters, but no plants, and a fountain. No water in the fountain. It's a pretty dead area, and they don't want you stepping out there. I'm not sure why. They just let it go. Maybe they just can't maintain it, and it is a low priority. Hold on.
Do you want to stand up or you want me to do it with the Hoyer? What do you want to do? You want to stand up or you want me to just carry you like with my baby?
So, my first roommate, after she locked me out, or they shut the door in my face, number one, I'm paying for that room. You can't legally shut me out like that. I think that was really unacceptable behavior, and I was very angry about it. And I did go to the front desk, and I told them I'm filing a complaint. What are we talking about? I go, listen, I pay for that room. That is not a private room. You do not shut the door on me and tell me to come back later. That is my room. I'm paying for it 24/7. Not, you're going to give me a credit for 15, 20 minutes while you give her privacy. Is that going to happen? Are you going to deduct that off my bill? So I waited for Jason. Thank goodness Jason was coming. And I told him what happened. And I said, Jason agreed. It was unacceptable. They shouldn't have done that to me. So, but that's not all. That's not all that was happening. It was like a circus in my room. She had so many people visiting. And some people came in one evening.
Number 2.
And they're doing Hawaiian dances for Christmas for her. I just had major surgery. I need to rest. I can't sleep at night, and I can't sleep during the day because of her visitors during the day and her during the night. So, I explained it all to Jason. I said, I haven't told you what's been going on. This is what's happening, and I can't sleep. I can't do anything here. This is horrible. And he did go to management, and the nurses knew all about it. Go, yeah, it's a circus back there. I go, yes, it is a circus. She constantly has people in the room. And I have no privacy whatsoever. But when she wants privacy, they shut the door and kick me out. Trust me, guys. Hopefully you get a good roommate. Because your roommate can make a big difference. They're stuck here. They may not have any place else for you, which means you're stuck with that roommate. I got lucky that day. Someone moved out way down the hall, and they said, we have another room for you. And Jason goes, yeah, Mom has to have another room. So they did give me another room. Been great. It's been great. The woman beside me, she sleeps like I do. I need my rest. Yes, she has visitors, so do I, but it's not like a circus. People in and out constantly, every hour on the hour, bringing food, bringing this, bringing that, calling. I mean, you have no idea how horrible it was. And she even hired someone. This is the thing. She hired someone because she wasn't getting the care she felt she needed. So she hired a care person to come to her room and take care of her 5 hours out of the day, even though the other staff is there and they're helping. This woman was hired. Guys, you have no idea. So anyway, And I finally got into a decent room where I could sleep. And once I did, it was great. I'm very happy with that. So we just do, you do have to speak up. I tried not to speak up too many times because I didn't want to make a big deal about things. It took them 2 days before they realized she's not even using that machine, and the doctor took it out of the room. He goes, "You don't need this. I keep telling you to put that in your nose. You won't. If you're not going to use the machine, there's no reason to have it here running." So things go on and on, but we have a lot of young people. The Courtyard, which is the name of this place, has about 112 beds. I don't know the exact year that it was built. I should go back and research that. It looks like a 1960s. It's been here a long time. They're built by a little strip mall, so easy for families if they want to, buy some little something and bring it in. But I think the most important thing is they have a lot of youth. And the reason they have a lot of youth is because we have UC Davis here, which is a huge campus. And UC Davis also has medical students. It has all kinds of, thousands and thousands of students who do a lot of volunteer work. And some of this they get paid, some of it's volunteer. Lots and lots of young people with high energy, which we really need. They're nice and pleasant to be around. And they just are. They come in with a smile on their face. They're not grumpy. We are. They're happy to be here. They're happy to help you. The experience, the Courtyard itself, has a great set of people here. I have to tell you, other than the incident of my roommate, which had nothing to do with the facility, it has been a good experience. And it is not what you think it is. And you will, if you get up and you force yourself to move and you force yourself to stop. I got off those pain pills the minute I got here. I said, no more pain pills, none. Whether I sleep or I don't, no more. Got off of them right away. Started walking the very first day I was here. I did walk at the hospital too. My second or third day, I did. They let me. And then they let me walk whenever I wanted, as long as I wouldn't sneak out of the bed. So, here we go. I hope I haven't bored you too much with all of this, but I finally feel like I can talk about some of it. There's a lot of things that right now are in my head. And the reason being is that I'm seeing so many videos being put out about seniors and what we have to give up after 70 and what we have to do after this and what we have to do after that and loneliness and this and I really want to talk about all that stuff. I disagree with some and I agree with some. But we'll talk later on about that. I want to thank everyone who has watched and subscribed and sent me prayers and best wishes and all the kindness I have received. I really, truly want to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart. I've appreciated all of this love that I have received. And this has been a very difficult time. And I'm now a member of the Zipper Club, so they tell me. We'll talk about that later. But I'm doing very well. Better than expected, even. So, I will talk to you later. Thank you for viewing, and please share this and like it. It does help the algorithm if you do that. And I will see you next time.